Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. This is the last video I'm recording before I go to London for the launch event. This is the last video I'm recording before Heroes of the Storm is live. God, we've had this game on my channel for over a year now. It's been quite a ride. We've gained a lot of viewers along the way, and hopefully made a lot of more friends around the world. But in today's video, we're going to be playing Nova. Why are we playing Nova? Why don't we play Stitches or something? Because Nova was requested by a viewer, so we're just going to do Nova. I'm going to share my opinions about the character. You're probably not going to like him, and hopefully we can get a good game.
Locked and loaded.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Haunted Garden map, Terror of the Sky Temple Spider Queen. Yeah! Nailed it! Pirate Bay. Let's say hi to the friends. Hi, friends! We are going to be picking up Ambush Snipe at level 1. Increase the snipe damage by 20% when you use it from stealth. Let's look at the enemy team. Fuck. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Alright, we're going to be kind of okay, maybe. I shouldn't solo. Someone soak mid. That's your first lesson when playing Nova. You should not solo. Someone else should be soaking every lane, and you should be roaming around trying to secure kills for your friends. You do a ton of damage, a ton of burst damage coming out of stealth. Attack that, please! No, I'm sorry. I tried. We got this. We got this. The snipe on Diablo is going to avenge our fallen comrade. Okay, so my opinions on Nova. She is a lot of fun. Nova is a ton of fun. She's really, really fun to play. She can do a ton of burst damage. You can feel like an absolute god on Nova. And the key word there is can, meaning you will not always feel like an absolute god on Nova. Sometimes you will feel like an idiot who has never played this game before in their life. It is completely dependent, as I drop my phone on the ground, on what the enemy team is building. So let's look. No one on the enemy team got block. Fantastic. That is a step in the right direction when you are playing Nova. Why is that a step in the right direction? Because the idea is you come out of stealth, you do a ton of burst damage, and then you run. You run very quickly to a safe place. I'm sorry, Fred, I wasn't here in time. Can we get a stun from our Turunda? Let's drop a decoy, see if they fall for it. They did not fall for it. Oh, maybe actually they did. Here. Oh, we're not going to do that. Dodge the hook, dodge the hook, dodge the hook, dodge the hook. Put enemies in between me and the hook. So basically, if they pick block, your auto attack damage is cut in half. Because your auto attacks are so slow, it's a pretty meaningful talent when someone on the enemy team gets block. If they take attack speed slow, you basically never attack ever at all ever, and you have no damage output from your right clicks. If they, oh fuck. Which was the real me, though? What if I do bot things? Will they fall for it? Dude, they totally fell for it, and then I got body blocked by Jaina. They were totally like, there's no way that's the real Nova. That sucks. That's alright. Let's not get sidetracked here. If they get Spell Shield, your abilities don't do any damage. And remember, you're all about burst damage. You're all about surprise. So that's a big problem. If they spot you in stealth, the enemy team does have a Tyrande here. That's a big problem. They could totally end your life with that. What else? What else can ruin your day? I did attack speed slows. I talked about that. Then block. I talked about that. Then spell shields. I talked about that. If they find you in stealth, you're dead. If they can reveal stealth, if they have a Tassadar, you're dead. If they have very strong initiates, like a Tyrael, if a Tyrael sees you and initiates on top of you, you're dead. We might be able to kill Tyrande here. Let's get that auto attack damage out. Boom! With Arthas, we are going to be able to take her down. Now, that being said, Nova has a ton of roaming damage. She can be really deadly under the right circumstances. In the late game, she can do thousands upon thousands upon thousands of burst damage. The idea is you always have to be worried about your positioning. You always have to be worried about what's around the corner. You always have to be worried about what's about to hit you. And general advice that applies to most other characters doesn't typically apply to Nova. For instance, yes, you want to be soaking a lane, but on Nova, you never want to be pushing a lane because your auto attacks are going to be so slow and it doesn't matter. In a position like this, where the enemy team is pushing a lane and I'm just here not doing anything, this is fine. Let's go ahead and make our way down to the bottom lane. But you never want to be in a laning phase. Someone else on your team should be doing that. I could engage here, but I actually might die. So, yep, I'm dead. If she decides to follow, I'm definitely gonna die. Now, that also being said, you can provide a lot of confusion on Nova if you open with a decoy. I've kind of been trying to overestimate this. For instance, that Sylvanas there, I did not open with a decoy, because I thought, hey, she'll think that's a decoy and won't attack it. But instead, what she did was use fucking Envenom on me. Like, oh, I missed a snipe because I'm bad. So, I mean, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I should just open with the decoy and have that element of surprise. Or maybe I should vary it up. I don't know. But a lot of playing Nova is that subtlety. It's hard to explain. It's something you have to play a lot in order to understand. I did play a lot of Nova when she was first released. Looks like our Arthas may be dying again. We can try to drop a decoy right here to stop the hook. Alright. Let's just back out of there. No reason to commit to that. I did play a lot of Nova when she was first, or as the beta first went underway, because she did so much fucking damage it was stupid. Her numbers were scaled up all over the place, and she could basically two-shot anyone in the game from stealth like it wasn't a big deal. So she obviously knows this is the real me. We did cut off her escape and take her right into Tyrande. There's my snipe, there's my auto attack, and we have taken out the enemy Sylvanas. You are genuinely, everyone says it as a joke, but you are genuinely the #1 player killer hero in this game. You have to be killing heroes because you cannot push in any feasible way. If you get caught out, you die. So your only option is kill people or die. Those are basically the only options. Okay, so for this map, we're okay because it's a big map. We can roam around a lot. We are probably going to catch people by themselves. And I think I've said, believe it or not, just about everything I wanted to say about her. Let's go ahead and try to focus Stitches here. We are going to get killed by the enemy Sylvanas who came in from behind with that Envenom. You are extremely susceptible to burst damage, as you can clearly see there. You are not so much susceptible to silences as some other assassins. So Jaina, for instance, here can't do shit because she was silenced. But you are very susceptible to crowd control and stuns. If the enemy team ignores you, lets you free cast, you're basically golden. You're going to have one of the best games of your life. Hopefully we start to turn this one around soon, because we are pretty far behind the enemy team. Also, we have a Tyrande on our team, which is great for Nova, which means I can go decoy build and it'll be really good. As opposed to having to go for... I'm just trying to do a little bit of damage. Instead of having to go for the vulnerability build, which isn't bad, it's just not as good. So Anubarak used all of his crowd control on the enemy Sylvanas. I'm not really sure why. Precision Strike going out is going to hit several members of the enemy team. And you can see while this is going on, I just kind of have to back out. I really do have to pick my engagements with a bit of caution. Hopefully Arthas will still continue to give vision, and there we go, another auto attack. So our build so far is pretty all-in-y, but that's how I like to play Nova. We have picked up Ambush Snipe, which means our snipe damage is increased when we come out of stealth. We have also picked up Gathering Power, so that gives us a 5% passive ability power bonus. Remember, our damage is going to be, our build is going to be focused around, rather, getting into a fight, dealing as much damage as humanly possible. and then getting out of that fight, like dipping back into the shadows. And gathering power is a great way to do that. It gives us 5% ability power passively, and then that stacks up to 15%. Arthas is a great damage dealer. I don't know why this guy's surprised. We also went with anti-armor shells. I need to move, which is going to slow down our attack speed by a significant amount, but also increase the damage that our attacks do by, I think, 250%. Let's go ahead and Precision Strike right here on Diablo, which is going to take him down. We'll decoy so we can keep track of Sylvanas and take her down. And now if... Whoa, okay, careful, careful. There we go. That's that burst damage on the enemy Gazlo. That is going to secure his death with the help of Jaina. And that's basically how Nova's played right there. That pretty much sums it up nicely. That does too. Wait for the hook, wait for the hook, wait for the hook. He didn't throw the hook. I had the decoy ready and everything. We are going to be picking up hollow decoys, deal damage at level 13. Why did we go for... God, everyone's just dying to this. Why did we go for Precision Strike instead of Triple Tap? Because, quite frankly, Precision Strike is just better. You can use it to zone. You can use it to kill people. For instance, Triple Tap does guarantee you damage. Every time you cast it, Triple Tap will be damaging something. And Precision Strike does not guarantee that. He's dead. There's nothing I can do about this. But Precision Strike, you can drop it down on the ground to limit someone's movement. Basically, put it in a choke way, or a choke like this, choke point like this, and they either choose to move into it and take damage, or they stop and die to your teams. Or you can just hit a full fucking team with a shit ton of AoE damage, and it's really good. It has more uses than Triple Tap, and I will defend this until my dying day that it is a better heroic ability. We're just going to do that burst damage to Tyrande because she was by herself. Get back on our mount and start to reposition. The enemy team is going to be coming down from above us here. Again, burst damage to Sylvanas since we caught her out a little bit. We are silenced, but again, silence is not as big of a deal to Nova as it is to other characters. Not as big of a deal. It's a big deal. Oh, shit, I'm dead. I did not know they were there. Gazlo, meanwhile, pushing the middle lane with that Robo-Goblin. We need to ping this now. Someone has to defend this, or he will completely kill all of our structures. Looked like he's making his way down to the bottom lane now. Yeah. So we have the highest damage almost in the whole game. We're only about 1,000 off, a little bit more. But we do not have sustained damage. So that's why Nova doesn't fit into a lot of teams, right? Another reason, on top of everything we've talked about so far. Because she has a lot of burst damage. Now, granted, burst damage is not a bad thing against this particular team that we're going up against. But in certain cases, like going against, well, I don't know. It depends on the game. Because Malfurion is a very slow healer, but really burst damage can counter Malfurion really badly. Perhaps against someone like a Rhaegar, it'd be a little bit more noticeable. Oh, can I miss more? There we go. We do take down Tyrande. So, Rhaegar, ideally, he saves his Ancestral Healing to burst someone back up to full health, right? So, you would go in with Nova and kill him before Ancestral Healing can go off. And that's the best time to deal damage to him. Let's go ahead and slow down Sylvanas. I don't have anyone peeling for me. I don't have anyone healing me for some reason. And we are going to die there. That shouldn't have happened, honestly. Sylvanas chasing down Arthas now, and everyone is just ignoring her. Finally turning on her to do some damage, but is it too late? No, it's not. We are going to save our Jaina. And Arthas responds, this team is your team. What do you want to do about it? Oh, here you go again. How the fuck am I #1 hero? Because you're bulky and can walk right into the enemy team. They have a lot of melee, and Arthas deals a lot of damage. Which is all true. I'm not being a dick. None of that was mean. It's all very accurate. When the enemy team has 3 super tanky front lines that are just walking into you, then Arthas can just sit there with his, what is it, Frozen Tempest or whatever his E is called, and deal a ton of damage completely uncontested. It adds up really, really, really quick. Plus, if you go the good deep build on Arthas, which is he He is not. If you go the good D build, that's a ton of fucking damage. You can do like 1,000 burst damage to a single target with that. We're in a position here where the enemy team has a pretty hefty front line between Diablo and Stitches, so I have to try to navigate around them as much as possible. We can take down Diablo here with just a right click. And now we can try to take down Stitches as well. Doesn't look like they need us. I like to play the fake out decoy game. I take 2 steps in every direction. It's like, oh, you don't make curved movements. You make very sharp movements in every direction. And then people are like, wait, is that the decoy? Is that the real Nova? I love that fake out game. I don't know if you guys ever played Wukong in League of Legends, but there was a lot of that with Wukong as well. You would kind of like stop. You would hit your S key, because that's what happens when you hit the decoy on Wukong. So people would be like, well, is that the real one? I can't tell. Oh, it looks like she's using all of her damage abilities on our decoy, so we could just walk in and do stuff like this. Nope. See you later, baby girl. Decoys for the win. We did use our ultimate. Again, we used our ultimate as kind of an ability to stop her from roaming in that direction, and it worked out really well for us there. We'll drop the decoy in her path. Remember, the decoys do deal damage. They will do that auto attack. They will do pinning shot. They will also snipe. Arthas is about to die here and blame it on the team. Oh, wow. Actually, he didn't die from those roots. I'm pretty surprised. Oh, the flame breath, and I'm being body blocked in it. Let's get out of the way. Here we go. Drop the decoy. We need to be very careful. Snipe going out on Diablo is going to kill him. That snipe is hitting for 1,000 damage, by the way. It is really, really bursty. If the enemy team does not build to counter you on Nova, you can deal a fuck ton of damage. A fuck ton. Let's go ahead and we will pick up Rewind at level 20. Rewind allows you to... This is the decoy build, by the way. This is what it's called. I didn't make it, I don't think. I wasn't the first one to use it. But I was certainly using it really early on. Really early on. But anyway, decoy build. The idea is you get 4 decoys out on the map. All these decoys are dealing damage. All of these decoys are distracting the enemy team. And it's really strong. Really strong. Go ahead and do that burst damage to Gazlo since he was sitting still, and we will start to reposition. Maybe make our way down to the bottom lane. Let's see if she reacts to this. Nope. So we can kind of come in here, be like, hey girl, what's up? Hey girl, what's up? Try to position these guys effectively. Nope. And Sylvanas does get taken down. Nova is very strong at catching people. Fuck me, did I get Blink instead of Rewind? Fuck. Shit. Well, I mean, that's not terrible. I can make that work. I'm about to make it work. Sup? Blink just saved us. I totally meant to get Blink, and I lied when I said that this was the decoy build, obviously. Now, one cool thing you can do is kill people over walls pretty easily. Obviously, we didn't deal enough damage there. How long until Sylvanas is back up? Are we okay? He likely just went back to his base, right? But I wanted to show that. You can just drop those decoys. Those decoys will give vision over the wall, and then you can deal damage over the wall. I didn't do very much damage there. The enemy team once again pushing the middle lane. Boop, boop, boop. Dead Stitches. That burst damage out of control. Out of control. Let's go ahead, drop the decoys. Maybe he'll think one of them is me. Snipe going out. So you want to use your snipe right when you pop out of stealth, because it's dealing that bonus damage. I haven't been getting the full damage out of my snipe at all. Let's go to the sippy cup, drop some decoys. I don't know why everyone's just kind of ignoring this thing. I don't get it. I think our Arthas might be... No, he's coming back. Never mind. We'll go ahead and avoid this laser damage, see where Gazlo's going. I do not believe that I was revealed by that owl. I don't think so. I think the owl has to hit me, right? I'm pretty sure. Man, that fucking sucks that I got Blink. I mean, it's not terrible, right? Because they have strong initiation. They have Diablo and Stitches who can jump in on me. I could potentially blink out of some Tyrande stuns, which if I do get stunned by Tyrande, I'm dead. But normally you want to throw out all the decoys so they don't know who to initiate on, right? So, I mean, it's a decent talent. It's just not as... It's not what I wanted. Like, Rewind would have been more fun. Rewind would have been a lot more fun. Looks like Gazlo is taking these by himself, so let's just hop out, deal that damage to him. He'll try to sprint away. He can't. He can't. You just gonna trade? There you go. That's what you should have been doing from the beginning. Oh, fuck! Oh, no! I saw it coming, too! I didn't react in time! I'm a wizard, Harry! I'm a wizard! The cocoon does go out, but we got no follow-up from the team. Looks like Arthas and Tyrande are up here. They probably will take down Stitches. Sylvanas is going to blink on top of Tyrande, but they were inside of that Starfall the whole time. Looks like our Nubrak did die after that cocoon. Jaina now making her way up to the top to assist in this. Alright. Alright. So did she go full owl build? That owl hit pretty hard. The Flame Breath of Diablo is going to be enough to take down Arthas Menethil. Tyrande is chasing after Tyrande. Be careful, man. She has owls. Oh, you walked right into it! You walked right into it! It's alright. We're probably going to lose this game. Yeah, I definitely think we're going to lose this game. That's okay, though. That's okay. My throat is not agreeing with me right now. Oh, dodge that one. So we think we're right here, right? Oh, we killed it for him. Almost actually killed Diablo. Again, I could have stopped to kill those mercenaries, but the only way I can deal any meaningful AoE damage is to use my ultimate. So that's obviously not an option. We don't want to use my ultimate on a mercenary wave. So that's why Nova's in a weird spot, basically. I think this game summarizes it fairly well. Nova's in a weird spot. She fits into some team comps in Hero League. It's not, you know, instant what the fuck are you doing when you're picking Nova. She does have her place. It's just hard to... it's hard to find that place. Because she can't push lanes. She doesn't really generate XP for herself. She has to be killing targets in order to matter. In order to be relevant, she has to be killing targets. And there are a ton of ways that enemy players who know what they're doing can build to counter Nova. We haven't looked at builds in a while, but these guys aren't actively trying to counter me at all. Not even close. What's our damage like? We've done 42k. We have 28 kills. Not bad. Not terrible. Probably would have been a little bit better with Rewind. Of course, you get 4 decoys that all deal damage with Rewind, but you also get double snipe, which is really strong. You open up with snipe to deal that increased damage from the start. You drop a decoy, rewind into another decoy, into another snipe. And I'm sure you throw a pinning shot in there somewhere too, I don't know. Looks like we are going to be able to take down Diablo. Let's make our way down here. We did see Sylvanas on the map briefly. There she is. Tyrande also mounting up, running away. Not too much we can do about that. Let's go ahead stealth. Let's just get in stealth. Looks like the plant finally doing a little bit of siege damage. We may actually kill a keep this game, or excuse me, a fort. Nope. Nope. We sure won't. I'd love to help you, buddy, but I would die a horrible death. Let's just drop a decoy. Maybe they'll go for it. They did go for it! They did go for it! Okay, the cocoon has been dropped. Here we go. Burst damage on Stitches. We do miss the snipe. Right here? That was a good one. That was a good one. It kept her in range. Drop the decoy. Kill one of... Oh, he killed all of me! He killed every single one! Yeah, Blink wasn't a terrible choice for this. It's just not what I wanted. If we didn't have Blink there, I mean, at least in that situation where Diablo was doing the fire breath, we had a chance of living, right? If we had Rewind, we would have died there regardless. We would have had to have killed him. And that's really the mentality for Nova. If you don't kill them, you're probably dead. If you're by yourself as well. If you're not with your team and you don't kill them, you're probably dead. But this was a weird game. We didn't kill anything. We didn't get any siege damage done. But I hope that my insights were insightful. I hope I explained to this Arthas why he was #1 in damage for so long. Because, I mean, that is a valid question if he's new to Arthas. I hope you understand a little bit more about Nova. because that's why I made this video. We don't have to be it doesn't have to be a winning match in order for me to bestow my knowledge upon you. Now, again, these are just my opinions, and I'm not a pro player. Well, I guess I am a pro player by definition. I do play this game for a living, but I'm not competing on any tournaments or anything. But yeah, that's my 2 cents about Nova. I am gonna edit this video, and then I'm off to London for the launch party. So I hope you guys have a great time while I'm gone. I'll post a ton of pictures on Instagram. And I'll see you all when I see you.